We can get back to Connor whenever you're ready, Desmond. Unless you want to plug in the power source first. Up to you.
No dobra, hej, cześć, siemaneczku, witam was bardzo serdecznie, tu strony Acebir, a dzisiaj zagram sobie Assassin's Creed 3. Tak. Była jedna wpadka pod nagrywaniu. Otóż jak byliśmy w metrze, pamiętacie jak były pociągi no to potem się kapnąłem, żeby dopiero nagrywało mi wszystko, tylko potem patrzę, czarny ekran. Zajebiście. Ale co tam tylko minęło, to nic, w sumie nic takiego ważnego, to tylko potem fragment, mieliśmy zasilania iść. No i tyle. No. Tylko bieganie, ucieczka, skradanie, takie, powiedzieć, nic nie ominęło. Więc, chociaż tyle, nie? Chociaż tyle dobrze. Więc tak. Troszkę mam chrypę, ale to nic. Teraz idziemy załączyć te zasilanie. Nagrywamy wszystko teraz na 100%? Tak. No to zajebiście. Druga informacja będzie... Jeśli w poniedziałek, czwartek, niedzielę nie dam rady nagrać odcinków, no to wtedy będę robił live'iki. To chociaż tyle będzie, jak nie będę mógł nadrobić tego. A jeśli nagram w poniedziałek, a czwartek nie dam rady, a w niedzielę będzie, no to zrobimy tak. Jeśli nie będzie odcinków w ten poniedziałek, czwartek, niedzielę, no to wtedy live'a robimy i tyle, tylko informuję. Żeby było wszystko na spokojnie. No, ja sobie dopiero to powoli układam sobie grafiki, wszystko do zapisywania, więc jak ma być, to ma być. Nie? No. Takie dobrze, tu idę, nie w dół. Nie mam pojęcia, jak to mam iść. Może w dół. Czekaj, czy ja tu już byłem? Desmond? Pewnie ja. A ja już nie czaję. Jest godzina, żeby was nie okłamać, 7:35, jak to nagrywam w poniedziałek. Na dzisiaj do roboty na 14, to wiecie. Ta. O, jest. Jeśli tak, jeszcze jak nie dam rady, to będzie zawsze po jednym filmiku. Zawsze. A chyba, że zrobię jakąś wyjątek, to będą wtedy 2. Ale to wtedy zobaczymy, jak będę miał czas. Ale serio, z Asasyna nie rezygnujemy. Na Instagramie wam dam, Kaś. Więc jak ułożyłem puzzle Eivora. Taki spoiler. Informacja taka. A teraz się zamykam. O proszę, otworzyło nam się tam przejście. Mogę tędy? Nic nam się nie stanie. Nieśmiertelni jesteśmy.
I'm telling you, there's something down here.
Don't be daft.
I don't know, maybe they were sleeping or something and we woke them. Some kind of cryogenics? Or hibernation. I mean, how do we know what the hell they were doing down here?
They were working on a bunch of different solutions, but nothing worked. Just went from one to the next, and then... I don't know. They must have left at some point. After the end.
I wonder what the world would be like if they'd succeeded.
I'm more concerned about what it'll be like if we don't.
Salvation. They found a way. Too late for them, but not for you. Sealed to protect it. Though now it bars your way. Find the key. The past will tell.
Znajdź kluczyk. Okej, ale ja przecież tu mogę coś tu zrobić, bo mi się tu oblokowało, nie? Tu? Czy gdzie? Czekaj. Nie, no tu chyba. Tego nie było. Tego zdecydowanie chyba nie było. Czy było? No nie.
A new world approached, one that was dark and cold. It would consume us, for we were flesh, and flesh is frail. Though suits and shields might offer comfort, such adornments would not suffice, not to save us all. So we sought to change what we were. In this manner, we might thrive in a world made poisonous. It was Aita who volunteered to see if it might be done. Aita, my husband, my love. In the end, it changed him, ruined him. He was made a prisoner of the machines. The body might survive, but his mind became brittle to the touch. He begged me for release, for days, for weeks, for months. I pleaded with him to give us time to find another way. But there wasn't one. Not for him. Not for us.
Okej. Mamy takie kostki, no i co one robią? To jest jakiś parkour? No, tak się wydaje, aby to był jakiś parkour na tych kostkach. Nie, coś tu jest, dobra. Wejdę tu? Wejdę doskonale. Dobra, i teraz tu w prawo. Dobra, i co my tu mamy? Takie tędy? Nie, tu nic nie było przecież. A może ta spinaczka do góry, no to wtedy to jest ja. To jest logiczne wtedy. Dobra, i co my tu mamy? A kolejne coś, dobra.
What is consciousness but a series of electrical impulses? And the body a vessel to hold these sparks. But it is weak. In time, it decays and crumbles into dust. We asked ourselves then, what if it might be replaced with something stronger, something better? So we forged a new vessel, one that might endure. It proved easy enough to enter. But to leave required something more, something wrong. And so this too they abandoned. I wondered, though, were they right to turn away?
Spoczko. Czekaj, bo nam przeszkodziłaś ta laska. Ja tam mam iść? Nie no. Czekaj, gdzie ja mam iść? Może w górę. Czy ja wejdę w górę tam? Tego to ja nie wiem. Nie no, chyba nie. Ale za to mogę indziej przejść. Dobra. I tutaj. Nachadzasz kostka? Nie no, to już mamy wszystko przecież. Pewnie jakieś wspomnienie było tylko, dobra. Tam jest klucz, oni tam kombinują, żeby to otworzyć. Pewnie teraz coś się blokuje, czy nie?
Oh, unbelievable.
What's up?
Your politicians are constantly referencing the founding fathers and insisting they must have been in support of one thing or another. I have never seen such a blatant disregard for history.
That's just typical political propaganda.
It's also dishonest and delusional. How can anyone claim to know what these people wanted based off scraps of paper and wishful thinking?
They're looking for intent. What these men envision for our country and its future.
Idealistic and unlikely. I don't think most of your presidents and senators and judges care what the founders thought. They just want to know how they can bend old words to achieve modern goals. Who cares if they were deists or theists or wanted a central bank? Why do people need the validation? What should matter is what you, as an individual, believe, and why you believe it. What, are we so insecure that we have to find 18th century letters to validate our beliefs? Oh, look, Mum, a dead man agreed with me. Maybe. If you transpose the letters in his shopping list, you can plainly see he was on my side.
Jesus, Sean. That's a cynical way to look at it.
Doesn't make it less true.
Aha, spoko. A ten se chodzi, ojciec od Desmonta. Dobra, gdzie tu był ten? Co się rozpoczęło do Conora? Dobra, wchodzimy do
Look at
tego
that.
maszynki.
I found a third power source.
Animusa.
Already?
It popped up in an earlier search, but I've only just managed to confirm it.
Where?
There's a museum in Cairo with one on display.
I guess Connor will have to wait.
No, you stay. We need to find that key, and time is running out. I'll make the trip.
What about Cross?
Everything's going to be fine. I'll be back soon.
Ready when you are, Desmond.
Winter approaches.
Spoczko.
The air is still and sharp with grim expectation. The others sense it too and go about their work with uncommon urgency. I would like to help them, but more pressing matters now demand my attention. The Templars have targeted George Washington directly, and will not rest until he is dead. I had hoped to shield him from this knowledge, but Thomas Hickey ended any hope I had of staying silent. And so I have resolved to share everything I know, of the Templars and their plots, of who I really am. Achilles finds fault in this, and we argue every day, but there is simply too much now at stake to maintain restraint.
Don't do this, Connor!
Then what would you propose we do? Sit and watch while the Templars take control? We are sworn to stop them, or have you forgotten?
Assassins are meant to be quiet, precise. We do not go announcing conspiracies from the rooftops to all who pass by.
Who are you to lecture anyone? You locked yourself away in this crumbling heap and gave up on the Brotherhood entirely. Since the day I arrived, you've done nothing but discourage me. And on the rare occasions you've chosen to help, you've done so little, you may as well have done nothing at all.
How dare you!
Then tell me, on whose watch did the Brotherhood falter? Whose inaction allowed the Templar Order to grow so large that it now controls an entire nation?
If I sought to dissuade you, it was because you knew nothing. If I was reluctant to contribute, it was because you were naive. 1,000 times you would have died and taken God knows how many with you. Let me tell you something, Connor. Life is not a fairy tale, and there are no happy endings.
No. Not when men like you are left in charge.
In your haste to save the world, boy, take care you don't destroy it. Ha!
No to się wkurzył. A Connor mu powiedział wprost. Dobra. Pyk, pyk, pyk. Gdzie to jest? To jest tu na tej mapie, czy to jest gdzie indziej na mapie? Nie, no tu. Dobra. To se pojedziemy, nie? Nawet nie pokazywałem, jak się jeździło koniem. Co nas tu będzie czekać w tym lasku? O, w tym lesie. No idź, idź, idź. Koniu. Nie buguj się, proszę cię. No to zajebiście, no to z buta. On się zbugował. Nie, tyle to już pójdę z buta bez kitu. Nie ma tak się fajnie kąt zbuguje, nie? Bez kitu. No już całkiem niedaleko, więc zajebiście. 400 metrów, nie będzie całe za chwilę. Spoko loko. Gdzie był toporek? Na trójce jest toporek? Dobra. Takie ukryte jest tu. Nie, dajcie mi toporek lepiej, dobra. Ludzie, mam chrypę dzisiaj. No bo z rana chociaż, no to się nie dziwię, dobra. No coś ty myślał, Konor, że co, na choinkę skoczysz? Dobra, już myślałem, że się coś zbugowało, bo mi znacznik już mi znikł. 200 metrów niecałe. O, wojsko tu będzie. Dobra. Ciekawe, czy będziemy mieć tu cel do zlikwidowania, czy co tu będziemy mieć? Tego nie wiem. Nie pamiętam już tej misji nawet. Da się okazać, co to za misja. 3, 2, 1, mikrofon włączam. No, mikrofon włączam.
Commander,
Connor,
any word on Lee?
not yet. My apologies. I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery. A traitor named Benjamin Church, recently released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
I will find Church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
A tam ściany są zbugowane, te pióra, widzicie? No, nie ma detali w tych piórach, widzę. Spoko. Tam są poszukiwania rozpocząć, tak? No dobra. Dobra, dobra, zobaczymy. Tylko będę mógł chyba skakać na tym, a nie, dobra. Pomyliło mi się. Kurde, w tym śniegu to nawet się dziwnie biega. Dobra, trzeba wejść na dach. Nie, na dach. Na drzewa. I tak się pospinać. Tak będzie lepiej. Zdecydowanie lepiej. Chociaż tyle, bo tu już jest mało śniegu już. No, co zbyłeś? Co za Konor? 200 metrów. Dobra. Jesteśmy już prawie blisko. Mam nadzieję, że tam w tle nic nie będzie słychać. Dobra, co nas tu będzie czekać? Ale czy to będzie ta misja z tym ojcem? Chyba ta. Dobra, czy ja się mylę? Zdecydowanie nie.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey, they sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land, that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
What do you propose?
A truce. Perhaps some time together might do us good. You are my son, after all, and might still be saved from your ignorance. I can kill you now, if you prefer.
A my też to mamy.
Excellent. Shall we be off?
Do you even know where Benjamin Church has gone?
I'm afraid not. I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
I may be able to track him.
Aha, czyli mamy sojusz z tym ojcem teraz. No dobra. Spoko.
There were rations
Sojusz.
inside the crates. Medical supplies and clothing as well.
Dobra, kolejny jest tam znacznik. Kółko się zrobiło. No to zajebiście. Napierdzielam. Oj, fakt, zapomniałeś, że nie umiem kontrolować. Są te mocniejsi. Już tyle HP mam? Kiedy? Kiedy, powiedzcie mi? What the fuck, kiedy? Ej, ale kiedy to było? Serio? Nie przypominam sobie tego. Ja to za każdy szczelę masz, czy tylko ten, co w szczele kogoś? Nie no, chyba tego, co szczele. No, dobra. To walić to. Czekaj, tu coś było.
Snow has obscured the tracks, but enough remains that we can still follow.
Dobra, gdzie to będzie? Teraz tu coś mamy.
Just my luck. Going to freeze to death if I don't get this fixed.
Are you Ben Church's man?
Well played.
No zdecydowanie, to było genialnie. Mam go złapać, nie? No to już wiem, jak się łapie ludzi. No Dziękuję, do widzenia.
It was not wise to run.
What do you want?
Where is Benjamin Church?
I don't know. We was riding for a camp just north of here. Is where we normally unload the cargo. Maybe you'll find him there.
What the fuck?
Enough of that.
You did not have to kill him.
Let's not waste time with all this pointless banter. Go catch up with the rest of Church's men. Infiltrate that camp of theirs and see what you can discover.
And what about you?
Never you mind. Just do as I ask.
What the fuck, zarąbał go i tyle. No to niezły. Nie, nawet nie muszę robić pauzy, bo to blisko. To git. A pójdźmy sobie szlakiem, hakiem.
Was a good haul today. Saw a bit of gunpowder in those crates. We'll get extra for that. Aye, Church will be pleased and we'll be
Znaczy
rich.
dróżką.
I almost feel bad for the Yanks, shivering and starving out there. It's a hard way to go. All they need to do is raise the white flag. They should have done that a long time ago. All this fight serves no purpose. The Crown's sure to win in the end. To waste all those lives chasing a fool notion breaks my heart.
No i co, nie gadacie? No dobra, to ja zacznę gadać teraz.
All right, looks to be in order. Go and see the foreman. There's another run planned for tonight.
I'll go bring the wagon and meet up with you later.
Nic nie widzieliście?
Oi, where's the foreman?
Center camp, near the tree.
Aha, mogę teraz śledzić, a? No
Thank you
dobra.
kindly.
Won't be thanking me when you hear what he's got planned.
Gdzie on idzie? Tam.
About time you showed up. Listen here. Boss wants us to try something new tonight. A raid. No more convoys. We're to steal from the Yank camp itself.
Valley Forge.
That's right.
You sure about this?
It's not my business to be sure or not sure. I just do as Church asks. If you're so concerned, take it up with him.
Is he here?
What happened here?
Of course not. Hiding in New
Serio
York, the last I
zauważy to,
heard.
co za
Trying to keep a
debil.
low profile. What, on account of him not wanting to go back to jail and all?
No zostaw go, chłopie, idźcie dalej.
All right, I'm in.
No wypadł. Zajebiście. Zajebiście.
Look what we found.
Taki
He was
niby
creeping
mistrz,
around the
a
camp all
popatrz jak
suspicious
wpadł.
like.
Must be a Yank spy.
Nah, he's something else. Something special. Isn't that right, Hatham? Church told me all about you.
Then you should know better than this.
You're not really in a
Albo
position to
celowo
be
to
making
zrobił, bo
threats, are
asasyni
you?
tak robili. Niekiedy celowo dawali się łapać.
Not yet.
Jeden jej.
Hold that man.
Zapraszam. No dawajcie, po gastu.
Once you've dealt with these louts, meet me in New York.
What? You mean to just leave
Chodzi tego
now?
muszę zarąbać.
If you can't handle a couple of mercenaries, then we've really no business working together.
Dawaj, dawaj.
Unbelievable.
Ej, fuck, źle to widzę. 1, 2 i tego ble. Nie, to mi nie da. Dostałem tylko w japę i już leżę. Bez sensu. No. No chodź, tu chodź. Nara. No i gdzie on jest? No to chodziło wam? Czy nie? No, chyba opuścić teren, nie? Dokładnie. Więc dzięki za oglądanie, komentujcie, subskrybujcie się, z wami żegnam do kolejnych, trzymajcie się, do zobaczenia i cześć! Do kolejnych. Przepraszam, że taki krótki, no ale dzisiaj chcę, żeby był odcinek. Więc cześć, cześć!